JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Hi guys, please remember to like, subscribe and share the video. And in the news, man accused of stabbing woman in head, shot by cop. A man was fatally shot during an alleged confrontation with a policeman after he reportedly stabbed a woman in the head in the Mandeville town center mid-morning Friday. The man is said to be a vendor from Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Preliminary reports are that the man attacked the woman in the town center, stabbing her in the head. A policeman intervened, and the man reportedly resisted, dropping a knife and allegedly attacked the cop. It is reported that the cop then opened gunfire, hitting the man. The injured man was taken to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The injured woman was also taken to hospital, where she has been admitted. Police and soldiers cordoned off a section of the town center to process the scene. A close vendor said that she knew both the man and the injured woman.
And Jordan then call him Fata, and he sell a market from Wochi to Mandeville, St. Andrews, away. Everybody know him. He is a troublemaker.
So hold on. You said that he stabbed somebody. You know that person too?
Yes, I'm a neighbor. I'm a neighbor and stab the whole of we come from one place. Him come from Janjo, we come from Taspen. And when he drink rum, he make problem. Troublemaker. He go down there, so he did it one time in Gate, you know. So you have to go call him. He live here at Coach State.
So he was a vendor as well?
Yes.
For himself?
Clothes himself.
So which part of him clothes here in a Mandeville?
He up a market. He put on him bag up a market and run, go buy a knife and come stab up the woman. If the policeman was not there, the woman would have dead on his spot to like him. Right in her head, him stab the woman with a long knife. If the policeman never come on the scene quick as possibly, the woman dead.
Wanted man among two killed in separate police shootings. A wanted man was one of two people fatally shot by the police in separate incidents on Thursday. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom is probing the fatal shootings, which occurred on Market Street in Port Morant, St. Thomas, and Greenwood, St. James. The dead men were identified as 36-year-old Wayne O'Hara, otherwise called Waynehead, from Market Road, and Romaine Murray, 21, who was wanted by the Clarendon Police. In the first incident, it was reported that around 12:40 p.m., a police team acting on information received from the Police Emergency Contact Center went to Market Street. The cops were informed that men were seen in the area with guns. The team was directed to a peach and pink looking board dwelling in which the front door was open. It is understood that two officers approached the house, saw and accosted O'Hara, who pulled a handgun. Both officers took evasive action and discharged one round from their respective service pistols in O'Hara's direction. O'Hara reportedly fell to the ground and the gun dropped from his hand. The gun was retrieved and found to be a chrome and brown Smith & Wesson revolver with 6 live cartridges. O'Hara was taken to the Princess Margaret Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. In the second incident, around 2:30 p.m., a police team on a targeted operation saw Murray run with a gun in his hand. The police called out to him, and he immediately opened gunfire at them. The lawman returned the fire, and Murray fell to the ground, clutching the gun. The weapon was seized, and Murray was assisted to hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Indicom investigators later processed both crime scenes and are probing the killings. One dead, 2 injured in bizarre Mona incident. The police are now probing a suspected case of suicide after a man who reportedly mowed down a woman and a police constable who intervened in a dispute was found hanging in a house in the Old Pastors area of St. Andrews this morning. According to initial reports, about 7 a.m., a constable attached to the Police Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigations branch was driving to work when he saw a woman jumping from a Honda CR-V in the Old Pastors area. The constable stopped his vehicle and rushed to the assistance of the woman. The driver of the CR-V reportedly turned the vehicle and mowed down the constable and the woman. They were taken to hospital, where they have since been admitted. Police investigators tracked the vehicle to a house in Old Pastors, where they saw it parked in a yard. During a search of the premises, a man, believed to be the driver, was seen hanging inside the house. He was pronounced dead on the scene. The police are yet to release the name of the deceased. Off-duty cop disarms gunman in St. Catherine. An off-duty policeman managed to disarm a gunman on Baptiste Road in Gregory Park, St. Catherine on Thursday, resulting in the seizure of the gun and ammunition. Reports from the Portmore police are that about 8:25 p.m., the lawman was in the area conducting business when he was approached by 2 men. One of the men pulled a gun from his waistband, but the officer managed to pull his pistol and engage the gunman. They reportedly ran under the weapon, one 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 8 9mm cartridges fell. The weapon was retrieved and additional support requested by the officer. It is unknown if any of the gunmen were injured. Investigations are ongoing. Heightened operations in St. Elizabeth lead to recovery of stolen vehicle. Police say heightened operations in St. Elizabeth, coupled with the use of the Jamaica eye technology, led to the recovery of a Toyota Probox motor car that was stolen in Clarendon on Friday. Deputy Superintendent of Police, Coolidge Minto, who assumed duties in the parish a week ago, said, "We will not sit back and allow criminals to take over our parish. We'll continue increasing our operations and vigilance, as well as utilize coordinated efforts with other policing divisions and technologies as we dismantle gangs. Even if it's a car stealing ring, seizing guns and arresting gunmen who seek to use St. Elizabeth whether as passage or destination." Information was gained from Jamaica Eye, resulting in an intelligence-led operation in the town of Black River. The motor car was located, and the owner of the property where the vehicle was located is now being questioned by police. Investigations are ongoing. Cops back at Baith Yahweh Religious Compound in St. James, a joint military team, once again conducted an operation at the controversial Baith Yahweh complex in Montego Bay, St. James. This is the second operation in a month. On June 7, over 20 children were reportedly taken from the religious compound during an operation carried out by the police and the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA. The children were removed from the premises under suspicions of neglect and child abuse. Meanwhile, 20 residents of the religious sect were arrested by the police during this morning's raid. The group's leader is among the 20 now being held at the Montego Bay Freeport Police Station. According to a source, several photographs under the material of evidential value were removed from the compound by investigators. This morning's operation was incident-free. Over 50 members of the security forces and other agencies were involved in the operation. 58-year-old man killed in crash in Monique, St. Anne. A 58-year-old man died as a result of injuries he sustained in a motor vehicle crash along the Unity Valley Main Road in Monique, St. Anne on Thursday afternoon. He has been identified as Gerald Green of Retreat District in St. Mary. Reports are that at about 5:40 p.m., Green was driving a red Toyota Tacoma motor truck along the roadway. Reports are that at about 5:40 p.m., Green was driving a red Toyota Tacoma motor truck along the roadway when he lost control of the vehicle. More than 200 people have been killed in road crashes since the start of the year. 20-year-old charged in mega overseas job scam. Almost 30 individuals have lodged complaints against the 20-year-old man who reportedly pretended to be an overseas job recruiting officer who requested a minimum of $150,000 to process visa applications and work permits. The defendant, Jamel Black, is charged on an indictment for 25 counts of obtaining money by means of false pretense and 4 counts of operating an overseas employment agency without license. It was shared in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Thursday that Black purported to have an overseas travel agency and that he could provide employment opportunities for interested Jamaicans. Applicants had to visit an office that Black operated from the corporate area to make payments by cash or via bank transfers. Black, who is in custody, may spend another week in detention as prosecutors contend a bail application could not be addressed at this juncture as there is to be a series of case management exercises to properly assess the charges. Parish Judge Leighton Morris obliged to the Crown's request to assess the file and instruct the prosecutors to make contact with the investigators involved in the matters against Black. Although a plea has not been formally entered in court for Black, attorney at law Atiba Dyer told the court that his client was willing to make compensation to the complainants who stood disgruntled in the courtroom. The final sum that Black defrauded was not shared in open court. However, it is expected to be determined at the next court date. Black was remanded in custody until July 6 when the matter is set for mention. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.